Hey guys, Lindsay Joo here again, Crypto Jew, and something that you guys have been asking about is insights from Korea. What's going on in Korea? What's the latest? Give me the scoop. And so I thought of a few topics to discuss, and I hope some of it's juicy enough for you guys and what you guys are looking for. If not, just let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about or insights you want me to bring up. Again, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. So, the big thing that people are talking about right now is Deconomy. That's April 4th, April 5th, hosted by Ash. His Korean name's Han. Also hosted by Jeff Pak. So if you guys know them, you know that they had an amazing event in 2018. People are wondering if it's gonna live up to the hype though, because 2018 was incredible with the bull run. But in the bear market, can they live up to the reputation that they had the previous year? So I think that it's gonna be a great event. Koreans are getting restless. It's been a long crypto winter, and so when I talk to people like retail investors in Korea, they have been holding back doing their investments. There hasn't been as much trading. You can see that in the Korean exchanges. I think the number one Korean trading volume exchange is Cashrest right now, and then of course, the other big players are still Upbit and Bithumb. But check out Cashrest if you haven't seen their daily trading volume. It's been pretty good in Korea, especially. So they're waiting for something to get excited about, and I think that the international names, faces, the politicians, the crypto celebrities that are going to be here. I mean, CZ is going to be there, Vitalik's going to be there, so you can geek out on that. I mean, you kind of saw like a little bit of that in Token 2049, but Hong Kong just doesn't compare to Seoul when you just talk about how excited everyone is in Korea. It's like 60-year-olds, it's 50-year-olds, it's women, it's men. It's not just like these politicians or these stuffy bankers, which is kind of how I would describe Hong Kong. But Hong Kong is also really cool, so I don't want my Hong Kongers to get mad at me. But I'm really excited about Deconomy. There are a lot of people that said that they weren't gonna come, but then they changed their mind like yesterday. So you guys gotta be here for Deconomy, April 4th and 5th. Check it out. They do have some passes, I believe, for $99 on the website, so you don't have to go and buy like the $1,000 VIP pass. What is the mood? What's the sentiment? What are people talking about in Korea? IEO is still a really big thing. I first heard it in Korea, but I live here. IEO, if you haven't heard of it, stands for Initial Exchange Offering. And what that means is instead of doing an ICO, because people are tired of that now, is that an IEO is a way for a project to raise funds with the legitimacy of an exchange. So you get listed on the exchange. The exchange will help, it's different per deal and per exchange, but supposedly the exchange will back it to a certain amount, and the project will have a goal of how much they're looking to raise, and then based on the token allocation, based on some other metrics and interest in investors, the exchange will help them to meet that amount that they have in mind. I wouldn't call that like a soft cap, but I would just call that like the IEO raise amount. There's probably a more technical term, but I'm not familiar with that term. So IEO, that's still exchanges that are operating out of Korea are doing that. There are also other exchanges around the world. New Money is doing that. Let's see who else is doing IEO right now. Oh gosh. Adobe. Oh, I'm blanking. Who's the other exchange? Bit4x. They're also doing an IEO. And so who do you want to meet when you come to Seoul? The people that you want to line up meetings with, you definitely want to meet someone who is on the ground, who lives in Seoul, can help you set up meetings, provide some translators, who can introduce you to VCs, investment funds, advisory groups in Seoul. They are still active. And I will also see that, full disclosure, I do work at a consulting, advisory, and investment fund. we have had a lot more clients call in starting in February. Things were pretty dead January, December, November, but things did start to pick up surprisingly well in February. So something's happening. People still see Seoul as a huge mecca for cryptocurrency. So I would say, yeah, definitely PR, the funds, consulting groups. That's who you want to try and set up some meetings with when you're in Seoul. Who can help you? Well, there's a number of people that can help you, but just do your research. If you have trouble, you can reach out to me and I can point you in a few directions. But I'm sure you already have some names in mind. Get those set up if you come to Seoul for Deconomy in April. The next big thing, of course, is going to be Korea Blockchain Week. Everyone's been asking, when is it going to be? Is it going to be late June? Is it going to be mid-July? People don't know. It's either going to be the last week in June or it's going to be all the way out to mid-July. So stay tuned. I think they're still confirming the final venue for that. And once they do, that will be Googleable. Investing. Is Korea investing? Okay, so what's really powerful about investment in Korea are the retail. So I would say that people are investing, but what they're investing in isn't a white paper. They're investing in a reverse ICO. They are investing in a project that is backed by a large institution, whether that's SAP, whether that is something like a government entity, like they actually have approval to operate in Thailand with a fiat on-ramp. I mean, there are other folks that have invested in the JP Morgan stablecoin. So they are looking for more proof. They're looking for legitimacy in these projects. They're not just going to invest in a white paper anymore. They're not just going to invest in a website or an idea. So yeah, they're definitely investing, but they're more cautious in Korea now. Retail investors still have money. I'd say that some people don't think they do, but those are the people that maybe don't have enough foundation in their project. So I would say continue to work on your legitimacy and your proof, and that will bring out the retail investors. That will also bring trust from the institutional investors as well. So what works at the retail level works at the institutional level. Reverse ICO is also good. And if you have users, they don't want to invest in projects that don't have any users. I mean, like, just take what they're doing with Klaytn, with Kakao. I mean, people are really excited about that because Kakao already has a huge, like, millions of users using their messaging app. So yeah, are Koreans excited about that? Heck yeah. They're still trading. So it used to be that every time you went to a coffee shop and you can't walk 5 steps without seeing 3 coffee shops in Korea. But it used to be that every time you went to a coffee shop, they were always talking about Ripple, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Like, not just saying like people my age and their like 20s or 30s, but people who are in their like 60s, 50s, 70s, old ladies, old ajishis, old ajumas, they were talking about trading and like what people were doing. So, that was like every day you went to the cafe. So now it's maybe once a week I'll hear it in a cafe about, and these are like random cafes, not blockchain cafes, but random cafes that, then maybe I'll hear people talking about it once a week. And I think what's curious is it's just still massively adopted. Like, Koreans understand that digital currency and tokens are inevitable. And I'm not sure if that's because of the popularity of gaming in Korea, of gambling. It's number 1 for mobile applications in the world and mobile usage per capita. So, there's something to be said there. There's also something to be said about Korea having the fastest internet in the world. So that's my inside scoop on Korea. I hope that you got some gems out of that. If not, tell me what you hated. put a thumbs down and tell me what I need to talk about next time so that I can help you guys out, give you some insights, some inside scoop, insider information on what's going on in Korea, and I will do my best. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Lindsay Joo. This has been an episode on Crypto Joo. Bye, y'all.